Welcome to All Academic Channel, where questions matter more than answers. Today, we explore how science began and why humans started asking scientific questions. What if I told you that science did not begin in a laboratory, not with equations, not even with writing? What if science began the very first moment a human looked at the world and asked a simple question: why? Why does the sun rise every day? Why do animals behave the way they do? Why does fire give warmth, but also destroy? These questions are older than civilization itself. Millions of years ago, long before modern humans existed, our early ancestors were already observing the world around them. When early humans shaped stones into tools, they were not doing science as we know it today, but they were testing ideas. Which stone cuts better? Which shape lasts longer? When humans learned to control fire, they did so through trial, failure, and observation, the same principles that still guide science today. They did not have theories or formulas, but they had curiosity, and curiosity is the true beginning of science. As humans settled and formed early civilizations, curiosity turned into patterns. People noticed that seasons repeated, that stars moved in predictable ways, and that floods came at certain times of the year. In Mesopotamia, people tracked the sky. In ancient Egypt, geometry emerged from the need to measure land. Calendars were created not for science, but for survival. At this stage, science was deeply practical. It answered one central question: how do we live better in this world? Over time, humans wanted more than patterns. They wanted explanations. Why does the world behave this way? Thinkers began to search for natural causes instead of myths. Persian scholars such as Avicenna, Al-Biruni, and Al-Khwarizmi preserved, expanded, and systematized knowledge, emphasizing observation, logic, and evidence. Knowledge was no longer just inherited. It was questioned, tested, and refined. Science was slowly becoming a method. Then came a radical idea: what if we are wrong? Observation began to challenge authority. Experiments mattered more than tradition. Questioning became not a weakness, but a strength. Science was no longer about certainty. It became about being willing to change your mind, and that mindset still defines science today. So what is science really? Science is not a collection of facts, and it is not a finished book. Science is a process, a human process driven by curiosity, doubt, and imagination. Every scientific discovery begins the same way it always has, with someone asking a question and refusing to stop there. When you ask why, you are doing the same thing early humans did when they shaped their first tools, the same thing ancient astronomers did when they watched the stars, and the same thing scientists do today in laboratories around the world. Science is not separate from us. It is one of the most human things we do. So the real question is not what is science. The real question is, what will we choose to question next?